What up, people? It is your boy, Mr. Noland. Alright, I'm a Cowboys fan, but here's one of the greatest jokes ever. What is the Dallas Cowboys' favorite pre-game snack? So before the game, what is their favorite snack to eat? Easy, it's Butterfingers, because they can't catch the ball, or when they do, they fumble the ball. Awesome. Alright guys, so here we go. Today we are going into multiplying fractions. Now you took some notes and had some examples today in class, and now you're working on your homework. But I'm not giving the actual notes. I've actually created these on my own. So there are 3 steps when you are multiplying fractions. The first one is to convert each mixed number, which is a whole number with a fraction attached to it, or a whole number, into a improper fraction. Step 2 is multiply straight across. You're going to multiply your numerators together, which is your top numbers, and then you'll multiply your denominators together, which are your bottom numbers. The last step is you'll simplify the fraction and or convert any improper fractions back to mixed fractions. Now you're going to see what I'm talking about, because I'm going to do a few examples that I created. The first example is 3/4 times 4/5. Well, step 1 says to convert each mixed number or whole number into an improper fraction. Well, great news is these are just regular fractions. I don't need to do step 1. Step 1's already done. Step 2 says to multiply straight across. So you're going to multiply your numerators or your top numbers together, and then you will multiply your denominators or bottom numbers together. Well, 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 5 is 20. Step 2, done. Step 3 says to simplify the fraction. Well, if you notice, both of these numbers are even numbers, which means they are both divisible by at least 2. Some of y'all are going to say it's divisible by 4. If you see they're both divisible by 4, then divide by 4. But in this case, I'm going to divide both by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 20 divided by 2 is 10. But if you notice, they're still even numbers again, right? Divide by 2 again. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 10 divided by 2 is 5. There's your final answer. That cannot be simplified anymore. Example 2. Notice I have a mixed number. Now I'm going to turn it into an improper fraction. The way you do that, you take your whole number times the denominator. So 2 times 3 is 6, and then add the numerator. So 6 plus 1 is 7. Keep that over your denominator, which was 3. So again, how did I get 7/3? 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. The denominator stays the same. And I'm now going to turn a whole number into a fraction. How do you turn a whole number into a fraction? You put it over 1. Well, guess what? Now we have 2 like normal fractions. Multiply straight across. 7 times 6, and then 3 times 1. Well, 7 times 6 is 42. 3 times 1 is 3. Well, I'm not done. Step 3 says to simplify. Well, good thing for you guys is 3 goes into 42 evenly. So count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42. How many fingers was that? That was 14. Done. Bam. All right, let's do a couple more examples I'm just going to create. Let's do 3 1/4 times 2 2/5. Well, this time I have two mixed numbers. Turn them into improper fractions. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay. Another way we showed the students is, because we don't want to multiply those big numbers, do we? Look diagonally across. So, for example, they're diagonally across there, the 13 and 5. Besides the number 1, is there any number that goes into both 5 and 13 evenly? In this case, no. Both of those are prime numbers, so I cannot simplify those numbers. However, 4 and 12. What number goes into both 4 and 12 evenly? Well, 4 does. How many times can 4 go into 4? Go in there once. How many times can 4 go into 12? Well, it can go in there 3 times. Well, look at that. We just simplified it. Now we can multiply straight across. Now, some of you are like, what did he just do? What happened to the 12 and the 4? I literally just simplified the 4 and the 12. That way I'm not having to multiply such big numbers. Okay, so let's see if we can finish solving this problem. 13 times 3 is 39. 1 times 5 is 5. Now, some of y'all can do this mathematically or in your head. How many times can 5 go into 39 evenly? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Well, 40 is too much. I can't go over 39. So it can go in there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So I have 7 holes. Well, 7 times 5 is 39 or 35. So if you have $39 and you spend 35 of it, how much do you have left? Well, you have a remainder of 4, and your denominator is 5. Some of y'all are still like, I don't know how you got 7 4/5. So I'm going to show you another way of doing it. I think we can agree on the 39/5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 39 dots. So there's my 39 dots. But I need to put them into groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one group of 5. 2 groups of 5. 3 groups of 5. 4 groups of 5. 5 groups of 5. 6 groups of 5, 7 groups of 5. So I have 7 whole groups. How many dots are still remaining? Well, there's 4 of them. How many dots were in each group? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom! Would you look at that? Mathematically, if you did it in your head. And this is if you need a visual. Same answer. We're going to do one more example, and then I'm going to head out. It is Chicago Wednesday, and I need to go watch my Chicago because they're all intertwining tonight. Ooh la la! So here we go. Let's do 4 3/8 times 2 5/6. Again, convert the mixed fractions into improper fractions. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 plus 3 is 35. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. All right. So like I showed you last time, is there any number that goes into both 6 and 35 evenly? That answer is no, so I cannot simplify it. Is there any number that goes into 8 and 17 evenly? That answer is no. So I cannot simplify anything here. We have to multiply straight across. So 35 times 17. Man, I gave this as a hard problem. Oh well, nothing wrong with the challenge. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus 3 is 24. Second row add is 0. 1 times 5. 1 times 3. Add straight down. So you get 595 over 48. Now, I do not want to draw 595 dots and circle them into 48 groups. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to divide top and bottom out. Okay, how many times can 48 go into 59? One time. How many times can 48 go into 115? 48, 96. Goes in there 2 times. Okay. Now, I'm not going to put a decimal here. I want you to think about this. 48 can go into 595 12 whole times. It goes in there 12 whole times. How much was still remaining? 19. What was your denominator? 48. Can you simplify the fraction? And that answer is no. You are done. Alright guys, I gave you 4 example problems, so if you need to, rewind to maybe questions 1, 2, or 3. Number 4 was a very hard one, but hey, it's good to at least see it. I hope this video helps. I know I got a good laugh because the Cowboys, oh sweet Jesus, how embarrassing to be a Cowboys fan right now. But oh well, what can you do? Fire Jerry Jones. Alright guys, y'all have a great evening. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.